This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Jade Empire. In the last episode, we made it to the top of the arena, beating the Ravager and becoming the champion. However, Trickaroo from Kai Lan, he has invoked some stupidness where he, as an old champion, can fight the new champion and be champion or something like that. I don't know. But the Ravager also was another trick of Kai Lan. He had either raised from the dead or black magic or something like that. But it was Black Whirlwind's brother who had been killed so long ago, had been come back and had become the Ravager, a spirit of anger and vengeance for some reason. And well, luckily Black Whirlwind was able to put down his brother for good this time, despite the sadness of doing it. He had to do it twice. I guess that's the worst thing you can do. But we can't think about that now. It's up us against Kai Lan, supposedly. So let's see how this turns out. We'll beat him. We beat the Ravager. How much harder would it be to beat like a wussy man like Logain? I mean Kai Lan with Mirabelle. What tradition is this? More cheap tricks. You're sinking to a new low.
But the right of challenge hasn't been used in hundreds of years.
Very well. You may not accept the precedents and traditions that make this empire great, Queen. Instead, accept that my men will kill you if you dare contradict me again. So, Stripling, what do you say? Are you prepared to suffer at my hands, or will you walk away and die the tenfold deaths of the coward?
No, you are not the current champion, Serpent. My brother was, and now my friend is. All you are, magician, is mine! Allow me to accept his challenge on your behalf, Master. I will not fail you, and I know my brother's spirit will be satisfied if I take this chance.
Never. I will not allow a substitution of this sort.
Huh. Well, that's an interesting twist. Well, one, because Kui doesn't really want to do this, but he's threatened by whatever. But the fact that Black Whirlwind called me master, I don't know. I don't think he's ever done that before, right? Now he's actually bowing to me. So, will he? Well, if we allow him to do this, will we get his true loyalty? Having a man like Black Whirlwind as one of your followers who actually listens to you might be a good thing. There have been other substitutions here, Kai Lan. Mine won't be the first. Calm down, Serpent. I will be facing you. You have no right to challenge me at all, Serpent. Yeah, that's true. Technically, you can just do it however you want. It doesn't really matter. You can fight the Serpent. You have Black Whirlwind do it. It's technically easier if you do it, especially if you know your fighting style better and everything like that. But I don't think there's any extra benefit you get from letting one or the other do it. For role-playing purposes, technically I should do it because I'm all closed fist and I'll take care of people. But in this case, I think it'll be different. There won't be there have been other substitutions here, Kai Lan. Mine won't be the first.
They do have the right, Serpent. You substituted the demon in place of one of your guildmen. You set the precedent yourself.
Damn you all. Fine. I will fight the shaved bear. It will be a pleasure. Speak with Kui when you're ready. Until then, I will prepare.
Well, I hope you prepare to fight the Serpent because we won't have Mirabelle. Yeah, I won't have the awesomeness of the gun to help me out. It'll be Black Whirlwind against Kai Lan. He'll basically play him similar to how the Ravager is. Yeah, but yeah, I like the fact that basically the Ravager fought exactly like Black Whirlwind. So you kind of like it was one of those where they didn't outright say. Like, I'm not saying the twist is like super original or anything like that because you could kind of see it coming, but I do like having the fighting styles that he's like, oh, wait a minute, this looks so familiar because we haven't fought any other axe wielders, or it could be them reusing assets. But I do like the fact that they had little clues to kind of indicate that maybe the Ravager was his brother.
This has all gone horribly wrong. I have had a dead retired ex-fighter in a mask for a champion all this time. Do you know how many rules and regulations that breaks? It's a mockery of the entire arena, and Kai Lan and his thugs are to blame. But you can stop him. I need you to see this through to the end. I need that man stopped before he destroys 1,000 years of gratification.
And you think I haven't done that with like poisoning Crimson Kana and all this other stuff? But I see your point. Let's see. I guess you can't really... Will we have any new information about Black Whirlwind or Kai Lan after this? Well, I guess we can ask.
You know know all about him by now, don't you? Ex-champion, magician of great prestidigitation, and the man behind everything wrong with this place.
Okay, just... I'm trying to remember if we asked him if some of this stuff's new like that. I think we did. Let me double check just to make sure.
It was simple enough for him. There's always been...
Yeah, we know about the guild.
Kai Lan's skills as a magician and his huge prize winnings allowed him to work with the resources. No one really knows. By that, I mean...
Okay, I was just making sure he hadn't...
Things are...
Ooh. Style gained. Tang's Vengeance. So now, with beating that, we have... Whoops. Go back to the... see if I have that. Yeah, for beating the Ravager, we get his axes. So we can, if you like playing as... Well, obviously, when we play as Black Whirlwind, we'll now know what it's like. But yeah, if you like the fighting style of the axes, you can... I'm not actually gonna use the axes because I've already built up Mirabelle, but they wouldn't be a bad one to use either. If you wanted something different from the sword or staff or spear or whatever you want to call it. So, weapon style drains focus. When Emperor Fong died without an heir, the empire became fractured and divided. After years of war, Tang the Merciless rose to be the forerunner in the battle for the contested throne of the Jade Empire. Tang's own father betrayed him into the hands of his enemies. Fearing that his son's violent ways would ruin the empire, rumor has it that before he fled into exile, Tang the Merciless used these very axes to cut off his father's head. These devastating axes remain extremely sharp even after hundreds of years of use. But yeah, I won't be using them. But yeah, if you like how Black Whirlwind fights or how the Ravager looked, then go right ahead. Okay, so anything else? Let's look at the journal. Even after the Ravager's defeat, Kai Lan the Serpent has challenged your claim to the Imperial Championship. You have allowed the Black Whirlwind to answer this challenge in the hopes that it will help him find solace in his brother's death. Answer the Serpent's challenge. Ready to fight Kai Lan? Speak to Kui. But yeah, we by doing this, like I said, you could do either way. Even if you're open palm, you could still do it yourself. Maybe fearing for your companion's life or whatever. But do you have anything to say about this?
What?
Nope.
A
Okay, anything about that? Okay, I didn't think you'd have anything new for it. Does anyone have anything to say about the predicament here? Oh, because I was mean to them. They don't have, yeah, they would have something if you weren't mean to them. They would have something to say about Black Whirlwind or you fighting Kai Lan. But oh well.
Good job out there.
I almost thought about I almost thought about like redoing this like nice way so I could show you like what they actually say, but that just means we're missing out on a ton of conversation. But oh well, I mean, we can't go in there, can we? Okay. Well, before we do that, let's save, because yeah, this fight will be based off Black Whirlwind stats and not ours. So you can still do it. It's just easier if you do it with by yourself instead of with the Black Whirlwind. This kind of reminds me of, I wonder if, because this game came out, I think this game came out after Neverwinter Nights. If you played Neverwinter Nights, there's also another character quest that has a very similar scene where you have to fight, I think it's in either a championship or something like that. I'll have to relook it up again. But one of the characters in your team wants to fight the character to restore their honor, so forth and so on. It's the same thing. You could either do it or have them do it. But yeah, it's the same story, so I wonder if people who worked on this team worked on Neverwinter Nights too or not. Interesting. Anyway, alright. Time to fight Kai Lan the Serpent and become the master of this arena and put down this dog for good.
Your friend is ready to fight. When he was here before, he was always ready. Tell him to be careful. Kai Lan is not easily defeated. Are you ready to get started?
If I remember correctly, Kai Lan's easier to do if you do it. If you choose Black Whirlwind, it's actually a little bit more difficult.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Which is kind of sad. You think... Well, I don't... I'm trying to remember why it's harder. I think it's just because you're used to your own fighting style. And with Black Whirlwind, you just have the axes. You can't use ki, or... I don't think he has key to heal. I know you can't use like magic or other fighting styles. It's just the axe. I'm trying to remember if you can focus or anything with that with the Black Whirlwind. It's been forever since I've done this, so I don't remember a lot of the details. I guess we'll find out here in a second if I can heal. I mean, that would be kind of broken if I couldn't heal or focus or anything like that. I mean, I could beat guys without focus. It's the healing part that worries me.
The Black Whirlwind returns to the ring to face the Serpent! Might meets magic!
And Kai Lan uses... Okay, so you can heal. You have no focus, though. And yeah, Kai Lan is a magic user. He uses ice. He also can poison with physical attacks. See, I'm not doing too bad. Ravager isn't... Or not Ravager. Kai Lan doesn't really do anything nasty. Okay, so he can attack with the weapon as well. Let's see, let me press... Okay, so we can still jump and block, so it's not like... No, I'm taking him out pretty easily. I don't know why I thought he was hard. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Uh-oh, whoa. Run, run! Ah, ah. That's why it's hard. It's because he summons frickin' horse demons who burn or hurt you with the fire. So I have to beat them first. That's why this is hard. Yeah, horse demons are kind of a pain to mess with because they do damage to you when you hit them, and there's nothing. You have to hit them. It's not like I can avoid hitting them, you know. And I don't think I can fight I don't think I can fight Kai Lan until I beat these guys. So, although it looks like I have a decent amount of HP as Black Whirlwind, so at least I can take the fire damage, you know, and not. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to remember. I was trying to remember why I would have had trouble with this fight as Black Whirlwind, and yet it's that. At least with the. Oh, at least we got a health thing from it. It would suck if we didn't get anything from it, which is a possibility. I don't think you have gems or anything with Yeah, you can't choose styles. Oh, here we go. We can look at the character record. So his mind is 30, which is okay, but he has no focus. Huh, you would think Black Whirlwind would be more on the Discord side just because of his mentality about things, but not extreme because he's not that extreme about it. He's just more callous. But yeah, his body is at 75 because even mine's at like 50 or something like that, so he's got a lot more body than I do. Let's see. Obviously, he can't have any followers. He doesn't have any gems. Okay, just kind of curious. It's kind of weird to see like Black Whirlwind like jumping around like an acrobat. I don't know, just something about it. It's just a little weird for a man that size. All right. Oh, is he done? Good. All right, time back to Kai Lan. Now that you're done channeling. Oh, you healed too, you dick. Might as well heal a bit, just... Okay, yeah, I forgot he completely heals, probably because of the channeling. And I don't think you can beat them any faster than you can. And, actually, Axe style isn't too bad when it comes to distraction, or disruption, because if you hit the pattern just right, you might not even be able to get an attack in easily. I think you almost kind of want to get Kai Lan into, weapon formation as soon as you can, so that way he doesn't use magic on you. Although really the big threat from his magic is really his that slowdown ability, which is that heavy charge attack that my character could do as well. But I don't think he can channel again. I think just the horse demons that one time. I think that's it. Yeah, he's almost dead. But yeah, if I was fighting with my character, I would just mirror belt him to death or something like that. But all right, got your vengeance, Black Whirlwind. I hope you're happy. Hope your loyalty is max. Although there is no stat for that. That's just, you know, just a thing I just like to say. But all right, Black Whirlwind has beaten the former champion Kai Lan. His brother has been avenged, and now it's time for cake and wine. And we won't have any wine left because Black Whirlwind's going to take it all. But, oh yeah, we get the adulation and the money for being a champion. What else? Obviously, we can't stay here and keep being the champion. We have to kind of give it up because we still got another plot to go to. This was all a side quest, and this took me a while to do. Although, I mean, if you know what you're doing, this can go by a lot faster. I was just trying to make sure to talk to people and all this other stuff. But anyway, let's get back to it.
Well, I know it's anticlimactic, but you did earn it. Congratulations, champion. I wish that I had another dozen fighters who could rise through the ranks with your electricity. I will not dishonor you with a pairing to those who cannot match your skill. In time, someone will come along, but I suspect your equal will not be manifesting anytime soon. Champion, it has been an honor to adjudicate and facilitate your rise to the top. Should anyone appear to challenge you, I will let you know. But until then, rest yourself. You've earned it.
Oh, by the way, no one ever pops up. There's never like a later chapter where he calls you to come in, because after this chapter, chapter 3, the rest of the game basically goes kind of on rails. So there's really no running around. The end after you finish the Empire or this section of the game, that's pretty much it. Just spoilers. Yeah, it is kind of anticlimactic to have Black Whirlwind do it. And the sad thing, there's not like any conversation after the fact with Black Whirlwind saying, "Yeah, I did it," or "Here's for my brother." And actually, I don't think there's really anything when you beat Kai Lan either, frankly. So it is a little, it's like he said, it's a little anticlimactic when you choose Black Whirlwind because you're the one who did all the work. But I don't know, I feel like there's just something to having us do it.
It would be hard to find anyone in this city who does not recognize our new champion on this day. We have met before, but right now, I represent the guild.
Yeah, you're the one who poisoned Crimson Kana. And then everyone's like, wait, what? I was like, whoopsie. No, what do you want? I have more than enough for the guild. Leave me. Kai Lan is dead. You will suffer the same thing if you cross... Yeah, Kai Lan is dead. You will suffer the same if you think to cross me.
Such anger. I am not here as an antagonist. We simply had to address the issue of Kai Lan. His open policy did not fit well with our philosophy of discretion. His power ran deep. He would have taken our organization even further down Gao the Greater's path had word of a new contestant not reached us.
You weren't a fan of Gao the Greater's way of either, so conveniently all these guys are too villainry for the guild. The Guild of Calamitous Intent? Nah, wrong. Not wrong series. Had I known I was in the guild's will, Kai Lan would still be alive. I did what I wish. Your power gains me nothing to me. Sounds like you... Exactly. Sounds like you owe me for doing your dirty work.
Indeed. Then you will be happy to know of the guild's decision. We no longer want a stake in the proceedings in the arena. With Kai Lan and Gao the Greater gone, let us just say that cooler heads prevail. The current sentiment in the guild is that the Lotus Assassins have become more trouble than our alliance with them is worth. Thus, we propose a truce. Your feud, or whatever it was, with Kai Lan died with him. The guild will not trouble you or this place if you will not trouble us.
Unless you have power or stuff that I want, then I'll cause trouble. As far as I know, this is the only time we really mess with the guild at all. Like I said, it never pops up in the rest of the game. I wonder if they had ever done a sequel to this game, if the guild was gonna be something that would come back, but we'll never know. They'll never do another sequel to this, at least as the current BioWare, EA-owned BioWare is. So sad, but whatever. Agree to the truce after doing your dirty work. I agree with the offering of silver. Yep. What if I'd rather eliminate your entire organization than make a deal? I refuse. I want nothing to do with the guild at all. Nah. I'd rather do it. After doing your dirty work for you, I agree with an offering of silver.
You push too far. Why would the guild offer you money when we offer goodwill that is worth so much more?
Damn it, my stats aren't high enough. Well, we can always try. Charm, you could just call it a gift to celebrate my championship. Intuition, what would you say about this deal if I just rolled over and accepted your truce? I forgot I mentioned silver and intimidation. This agreement means so little to you that a small token of goodwill is so troubling.
Your arguments are meaningless. This is not an offer, but merely a statement of fact. Kai Lan's organization here represented only a small cell of our interests.
Damn it! I should have Since I wasn't gonna fight as Kai Lan anyway, I should have switched my stuff to conversational stuff, but I had completely forgotten about the ability to possibly get more money. I think if my stats were above 50, I would succeed with no problem, but because my conversation skills are below 50, they're always failing. Like the last 3 or 4 have failed, so what if I'd rather eliminate your entire organization than make a deal?
Then you would have to find us, and we are notoriously difficult to ferret out. Consider it a task for which I do not believe you have the time.
Oh, can we try it again?
You...
Oh, huh. Let's try another one. Yay!
You have a keen eye for the politics of this city. Very well. Let silver change hands to ensure that our break is clean. Our business is concluded. If you will excuse a moment's adoration, it was an honor to meet you. Part of my duties involved keeping an eye on Raging Dragon, and I had the envy of many others for such an assignment. Masterful fighting, I must say. We will not speak of this again. Consider me nothing more than Sweet Poison Lin from this point on.
Are you sure you don't want to, are you sure? Oh, I don't think I get the credit for that because no extra money was added to my inventory after that. Oh well, I like to think I got the money even though I actually didn't, but anyway. I knew that glitch was too good to be true. Let's look at our journal really quick. I think it's under completed. Whoops. I think it's under completed. Nope. A filter. There we go. Let's see. The Imperial Arena. You're the undisputed Imperial Champion. Your defeat of the Ravager and the Black Whirlwind's successful counter-challenge against Kai Lan has fixed you as a legend in the Imperial Arena for all time. I think we can actually go into this room now. I'm trying to remember if there was actually anything in here. Oh, there is. Kai Lan's stash. Oh, yeah. 420 it up, baby. Well, nice little dick thing to do before we leave, huh, Kai Lan? Even though you're laughing at me in hell, aren't you? Oh, we got 148 silver. Let's see what he's got here. Scales of the Serpent. Ooh, another thing for the Forge. We need to go back to that at some point. And we get Absolute Dedication. What does that do? I'm trying to remember now. Let's see. Techniques. Oh, Scales of the Serpent is oh, I thought it was one of the Forge things. Whoops, never mind. Scales of the Serpent. Health +7, +1 Intimidation. Your study of carefully kept notes, penned by Kai Lan the Serpent, has led you to an understanding of his techniques. His notes outline a series of postures and forms designed to make the user tougher and more intimidating. These postures likely explain his success in seizing control of the Imperial Arena. The Absolute Dedication is a gem, which is... more experience from human enemies, no power-ups from human enemies. This game's experience, usually the game gives you enough experience, so it's kind of not really necessary that we need to eke out just a little bit more experience. I don't even remember it being that much. It might be like 10% more. And it means you can't get power-ups, which I think you don't get power-ups even from harmonic combos, I believe. So, not a great gem, really, when I think about it, just because, like I said, it's almost not really... I feel like by the end of this game I have enough levels and power that's not really necessary, but if you need the extra experience, like if you skip levels or some areas or something like that. But with proper focus on the technique of your human enemies, you pick up lessons and move that help you develop your own style. Your dedication to learning in combat is so absolute, however, that you have no time or attention to seek recovery during combat. Only continued studying and not respite in crisis is important. Whoa! Yeah, I should have known it with all of us. 87? Alright. Yeah, I should have known everything. No, we failed one, but like I said, there's like a forge not too far away, so really in the grand scheme of things, that's not that big of a deal. But anyway, so I think that's it. Yep. Then if we go back to Poison Lin, she just talks about selling crap.
What?
I don't think she has anything new. Nope. Okay. And unfortunately, since I pissed everyone off, I don't think anyone has anything new to say to me. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, unfortunately, doing the bad thing and all this other stuff, we don't get a congratulations or whatever from all these dudes for doing it. So, oh well. See anything from you? Nope. How about you? You're the only one who's nice to me because even though I was dick to you because he's got some balls on him. Oh,
No.
sorry.
I had a feeling you might get there. Easier that we work things out the way we did. You've got Iron Soldier's respect.
And he said, nice role champion or whatever. No matter what, you'll make a better champion than Kai Lan or the Ravager. Why? Because I'm hot? Damn straight. So, Kui, any last words for me? I know by talking to you or knowing you, my lexicon is improved. Well, I don't know if improved is the right word I'd use, but my lexicon has been added to because of you.
Champion, it has been an honor to adjudicate and facilitate your rise to the top. Should anyone appear to challenge you, I will let you know. But until then, rest yourself. You've earned it.
Yeah. Oh, well. Well, thanks for the cameo, Brian Doyle Murray. I'm trying to remember if by the time of this recording, if he's still alive or he's retired. I think he's retired from, like, acting, if I remember correctly. If he's still alive. I haven't actually looked him up. I'll have to look it up after this episode to see. Well, anyway, I appreciate the cameo by you anyway. Nice to see a comedian get... We'll see, who's in this game? Like, see, it's John Cleese, Brian Doyle Murray. I'm trying to remember if there's any other famous voice actors, or I don't know if I'd say famous. That's subjective, but oh well.
I'm not really...
No, nothing new from you, even though I'm the champion. Hey, does the judge want to talk to the champion now?
Champion, I'm humbled that I bet against you as you rose through the ranks.
Oh, you lost money on me. Well, you bet on the wrong team, bucko.
Wow, the Imperial Champion. Hey, it's a real honor to have you come up here, but you're gonna have to back up, please. Nothing personal, but we work for Fang, and he doesn't want anyone blocking his view. He comes to watch the fights, not talk to the fighters. I guess he figures the more he talks to you, the less time you have to inflict horrible, bloody carnage on someone in the ring.
I was about to say, wouldn't he want to talk to the champion? But no, he wants me to do more.
Thanks, champ.
At least
We
there's
appreciate it.
at least there's some little extra dialogue from people when you're the actual champion.
Great changes have come to this place. Well done, champion.
These new sandals are uncomfortable after a few hours.
Do I get anything from the gambler for being the champion? No.
Back to-
I'm not gonna do the mini game, or I'm not gonna do the game because it's not real worth it.
Notion's game is a bit...
Nope.
You should stay a
Nope.
while.
Or nothing new there.
I hear you're doing well. You're winning bouts against some of the toughest opponents in the whole Empire.
Well, why did I get a unique dialogue box with you? You have no name. I wrote in the RPG with a character with no name.
I'm glad I'm not one of those girls.
But couldn't you be one of those girls? I would like you to. No.
We're always out of tamarind.
A dash of this, pinch of that.
Nothing new there, so, okay. No, we might have... Do you have anything to do, Lustful Lau?
You return once again to interrupt Lustful Lau, master of the Eye of Beckoning, lord of the billowing sheets?
Alright, nope, nothing there. Alright, I guess we're done. I guess we're completely done with this.
Either grab a table...
Oh, do you have anything for the champion?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, did I ever ask him about that stuff? I probably did. Let's just leave. Alright, how about you, dude? Nope. Okay, I guess we can... Oh, there we go. We can get our shrine duties back there. But yeah, that's probably one of the few disappointing things, is after Kai Lan gets defeated, there's no, like, conversation between the two. There's no conversation between us and Black Whirlwind about what happened, and I don't think he has any new dialogue after you talk to him, do you? I guess we could find out. No, yeah, we're done with this past and everything like that, so. Alright. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Black Whirlwind's quest line. It's done. So, I mean, he'll stay with us for the rest of the game, but doing a character's quest line doesn't, like, add anything extra at the end of the game or anything like that. It's just, we did it for the experience and knowing about Black Whirlwind and stuff like that, so.
Always, I say...
Well, now that I'm a champion, can you sell me a doll of myself or something?
You look like a warrior to my eye.
Alright, nothing new. Nope, okay. Well, appreciate it anyway. Man, for being the winner of the arena, there's not as many people you'd think that would mention that fact. You know, it's kind of funny how we put ourselves out in the public eye by being the champions of the arena, even though we're trying to kind of keep a low profile with us being known as the Southern Scourge or whatever it was. Nope, nothing there. You got anything, Beeftaker?
If it isn't the champion. You have any idea how many headaches you've caused me at this betting counter? How many screaming maniacs are drawn to your fights? Congratulations on winning everything and all, but I'll be glad if you never fight again. At least not in here. You just can't imagine.
Well, I won't be fighting anyway, because this quest line's over with. There's no, I wonder if there was originally gonna be a thing with the arena where you can come back and fight other people later on, like during Chapter 3. Like, if so much time passes, he calls for someone else. Or if in, like, the sequel, if you played the Spirit Monk again, would you do the arena game or something like that? Like I said, I wonder if these were actual things they considered, or if it's just like typical RPG standard where you're just like, oh, well, you know, we say this because we want to keep this world kind of a living entity, but we know perfectly well that the game's over. Because sometimes you can kind of, like, when games are finished, you can kind of get bits and pieces of what they were going to do, but maybe got chopped out at the last second and all this other stuff, but...
So, things are looking up. You've gained the favor of the Lotus Assassins. With the recommendation of the Executioner, the others will welcome you as a recruit. You can slip into the very heart of their lair.
I can't agree with this. You don't know what you're getting into. You don't know the danger they represent.
Really? What did you see while hiding in your swamp? I've observed Death's Hand for years, both in the palace and elsewhere.
You could have 4 faces and a different name and wardrobe for each, and you still wouldn't understand. Death's Hand is not what he seems.
Then what, pray tell, is he?
I don't know. But his power does not come from study or skill. He is something darker, and we should not be trying to enter his lair.
It sounds like Sagacious Zoo wants to go back into hiding. Or perhaps the nursery? Pay no attention, not everyone is as weak as he is.
Ooh. Silk Fox, for being a girl that's been, like, placated by your father and hidden in your palace for most of your life, you've got a lot of cojones saying that to this man who seems like a hardened warrior, but perhaps he needs that type of thing. And I forgot that this would happen because of unlocking the next section of the quest line. Well, we've become the champion, come back to our mediocre life as the Spirit Monk. Oh, wait. So, in the next episode of Jade Empire, we'll talk with our companions about what to do next, work on some more side quests that we haven't finished, like the instigating that one guy for a crime that he didn't commit, killing the ghosts in the cemetery, and a few other things, and then we'll be on to go to the Lotus Assassin's hideout. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.